Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
14, got it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not.
He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 94 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be that's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Hey, watch the slant.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Look left. Let's go, right here.
4th down, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka with the extra point. And that the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. This is the tight end, Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
36-yard line.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
Mike, 280. 59. Watch the curl. Check 59. Mike is 59.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Green 80.
Check, 59. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's get in that hole.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he hits Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. What a play that turns out to be 36 yards. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Let's go.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. A gain on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Ja'Kai Polite. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. All that gets them is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Jackson now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Set.
Hill to try again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Drake. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flush to his right. Touchdown! And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rolling to it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 42.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Hill, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Drake, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Drake, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. A give running right, Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.